My family at home. Our home sits quietly at the end of a narrow, winding lane, nestled between rows of tall trees that seem to whisper ancient stories whenever the wind passes through. It's not a grand Hausano gleaming tiles or polished gates, but it breathes with life. With chipped paint on the porch railings and flower pots lining the windows, it has a charm that can't be bought. It's small, it's simple, but it is ours. And inside it lives something far greater than space or style or family. Every morning, the sun peeks through the lace curtains in the kitchen, casting golden patterns on the worn wooden floor. The house begins to hum with quiet movement. The kettle whistles softly. Toast pops up with a gentle thud, and the smell of brewing tea drifts from room to room, waking us with warmth. My favorite place is the garden. It stretches behind the house like a secret world only I can understand. Rows of vegetables grow in neat little lines: carrots, tomatoes, green beans, cucumber saul bursting with color and life. There's a fig tree near the back wall, its branches heavy with sweet fruit during the summer. I can lose hours here, my hands in the soil, the earth cool and grounding beneath my fingers. But my sister doesn't feel the same. She avoids the garden like it's some kind of punishment. Too many bugs, she always says with a scrunch of her nose. Her world exists not in the dirt, but in the pages of books. Tall stacks of them teeter on her desk, her nightstand, even beside her breakfast plate. She reads in the morning before school, in the afternoon after homework, and deep into the night when the house is quiet. I used to tease her about it. Why do you need to read about adventures when we've got one right here in the garden? She'd smile without looking up. Because books take me to places even gardens can't. And she's right. I've caught glimpses of either eyes lit up, her lips moving silently with the words, her imagination drifting far beyond the walls of our little home. Sometimes, I wonder what it's like to live in a world built by words. Mom and Dad are the heart of our house. They cook together like dancers in a kitchen ballet, chopping, stirring, tasting, always moving in rhythm. Our kitchen is small, barely enough space for two, yet they manage to fill it with laughter and delicious smells. Dad loves spicy food, the kind that makes your nose tingle and your eyes water. Mom prefers comfort creamy stews, soft bread, sweet corn pudding. After a morning in the garden, I bring in baskets of vegetables, proud of my harvest. Dad claps me on the back. Good work, champ. These tomatoes are going to sing in tonight's curry. I eat everything vegetables, fruits, spicy, bland, it doesn't matter. But my sister is picky. She pokes at her plate, selecting only a few pieces she likes. No eggplant, she warns. Please, not again. Despite our differences, we always gather around the table for breakfast and dinner. It's a rule, one that even books and garden soil can't override. During those moments, the house becomes something magical. We talk, we laugh, we share stories of our day, the good, the bad, the strange. One night, I told them about a worm I found in a cucumber. My sister squealed. Dad joked about it being extra protein. We laughed so hard we couldn't finish dinner. After our meals, my sister volunteers to do the dishes. She slips on her rubber gloves and hums to herself as the water runs. Sometimes, I join her just to make her laugh with my terrible singing. Evenings have a rhythm of their own. Dad puts on soft jazz or old Bollywood songs and leans back in his chair, eyes closed. Mom settles in with her laptop, tapping away as she works. I flick on the television cartoons, documentaries, the occasional movie if I'm lucky. And my sister? She disappears into her books again, curled up on the couch, wrapped in a blanket. The night deepens. The house grows quieter. Dad's music fades. Mom's typing slows. I yawn and stretch, my body heavy with sleep. My sister, on the other hand, fights it off. She clings to her book like a lifeline. eyes scanning page after page under the warm glow of a table lamp. "Come on," I whisper. "It's bedtime. Just one more chapter," she pleads. Eventually, we head to our rooms. Mom and Dad stay up late, sometimes talking softly, sometimes reading themselves. My sister and I crawl into our beds. I fall asleep almost instantly, but I know through the wall between our rooms I can hear the soft rustle of turning pages long after I've drifted off. Days roll into weeks, and our little routines become the melody of our lives. But not every day is perfect. There are fights. Silly ones, serious ones. One afternoon, I got angry when my sister left my gardening gloves outside in the rain. They were soaked and muddy, ruined for the week. I yelled. She cried. We didn't speak for a day. But families bend. They don't break. That night, I left a tiny note on her pillow. "Sorry," I yelled. "Want to help me pick strawberries tomorrow?" She smiled the next morning and brought 2 baskets. There are also celebrations, birthdays, festivals, even random family movie nights where we all cram onto the couch with popcorn and blankets. On Mom's birthday, we decorated the whole kitchen with handmade paper flowers. Dad cooked her favorite dish, and I baked a lopsided cake. My sister read a poem she wrote, and Mom cried, laughing between tears. Each memory adds a layer to our little home, making it richer, warmer. Seasons change. The garden shifts from blooming spring to sleepy winter. School years begin and end. Books pile higher in my sister's room. My hands grow tougher from garden work. Dad finds more gray hairs. Mom starts wearing glasses. But the essence remains. Our house, with its peeling paint and creaky floorboards, holds the rhythm of our family's heartbeat. We live simply, but fully, in shared meals, in small acts of kindness, in laughter, and in silence. It's not a perfect life, but it's ours. And every night, as the world outside rushes by, we retreat into our home, into the safety of soft lights, the smell of tea, and the sound of pages turning beside me. Soon, I will grow older. I will leave this house for new adventures, just like the ones in my sister's books. She might travel, too. Mom and Dad will eventually live in a quieter home. But this house, this family will stay with me. In the way I plant tomatoes, in the scent of Mom's stew, in the sound of Dad's music, in the soft comfort of knowing that wherever I go, a part of me will always belong to the little home at the end of the lane, where we talked, where we laughed, where we lived, together.